Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade. Today we're going to be taking a look at a wave pattern long on crude oil. Taking the first target off at 21. Second target, I don't want to go straight to 41. Let's go a little bit ahead of that at 38. And then the final target, we can look for a little bit of a larger one, but you'll notice there's a line of resistance right here at 43. So instead of dealing with that, we're just going to stack all of our profit targets on 46.38, looking for this reversal back up. So in terms of the way that the market has sort of been acting, we started the morning relatively down biased, a little bit of a range to start, and then from there we dropped really aggressively down. Nice push to the downside, but the buyers, they just didn't have it. I'm sorry, they just didn't want to have that, so they took back over again. We saw a very deep reversal back in the other direction. Now, initially going against that trend's never really that good of an idea, but as we see further confirmation of them turning this market around, it's looking more and more like we're actually dealing with a possible range-bound scenario that the market could be looking back up to these highs here around the 58-59 area. If that's the case, we have plenty of upside potential here to look back up to those highs. Now, the only reason I'm not looking to extend out to that 58 area is because we have resistance here at 43. So instead of forcing the market to go through an area of resistance, I'm much more apt just to take my profit where I know I've got a good chance of getting it and locking that in. So right now, we're in a wave pattern long, a little bit early to the trigger zone here. We came in a little bit early, but we have a lot of other compensating factors. The day type is a big one, telling us that the upside has a lot of potential right now. So looking from our entry point here at 46.02 to our first target, we're looking at 19 ticks on the first one. Second target up at 38. Locks in another 36. So we're taking 2 off at 19 and then 2 off at 36. So even though we're only trading 4 contracts on this reversal, we're looking up to 110 ticks to ride this move back up to the upside. So everything looking really good. We've got even a possible inverted head and shoulders, right? We've got the left head and then the right shoulder turning back up as well. And we just kind of broke above that area looking for that pullback. So there's definitely a lot of buying pressure in here, and everything is telling us to go long. So we're long, we have the pattern to hop in, and now we're just waiting for the market to push into our first target. So 46.21 is the next stop. After that, we want to really see what happens around this prior swing up here. As long as we can break that prior swing, we should be perfectly fine to go back up to the high of day in terms of a range day. But if we struggle around this area, we may see the sellers still trying to get into a move back to the lows. Right now, though, we're just kind of waiting. So we're looking for the first target, 46.21, and we'll be back in a little bit. All right, seeing some nice, yeah, there we go. We get the target filled. Seeing some nice bullish continuing volume here. Pushing the target up. We get filled at 19. Stop is going to go right to break even here at 03. And now we're kind of looking for the reaction around this high right here. This high area is the big sort of, that's going to be the battleground. They're going to be fighting over that area. There's going to be sellers that are looking for a larger move to go to the downside, possibly thinking that we may just have a really big wave pattern to the down, but we've already kind of broken through that. We're sort of invalid in terms of looking to the downside at the moment, and that adds even more to a possible range day back up to the high of day. So everything is still looking good to the upside. The big thing that we need to see now is a break through this high up here at 27, and if we can break through that, then we should be a-okay to get up to that next target at 38. So still looking good. Stops at break even. We're still in the trade, 2 more contracts, looking back up to the upside at 38. All right, seeing some nice bullish continuing volume here. Testing our target. No fill yet, but we got the target tested. I was going to move the stop up really quick there, but not needed. We got the fill there. So beautiful move higher. A little bit of an early move in terms of a wave pattern to the trigger zone, but there's so many compensating factors telling us that the upside has a lot of potential. Definitely can't be ignored. So overall to the upside, 110 ticks. 2 off at 19, 2 off at 36. Beautiful ride higher. Now again, if you do have a little bit more risk on the table, if you're willing to look for a longer move, we're looking back up to the range highs next around, around this area, 46.59 or so, back up to the high of day, just for a full range day rotation. And from there, might be able to find some nice selling opportunities right back down. But that's going to do it for this trade. Beautiful move up, 110 ticks on the trade. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Feel free to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com. And as always, we'll catch you next time.